Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to my channel, Hairliciously. If you guys are new, please make sure to subscribe so you guys are updated on my second hair transplant journey progress, as well as video topics covering current hair loss treatments. So this morning I woke up and I just kind of wanted to cut the sides of my hair. I thought it was going to be a pretty short and simple cut just because I like to keep the sides short since I do have thinning on the sides, also known as retrograde alopecia. And when I do typically cut my hair at the barber, I like to cut the hair short on the sides just so that it doesn't really look like I'm thinning. So I wanted to just go ahead and do a quick cut on the side. I was thinking of some YouTube tutorials and it looked pretty easy and simple. But I probably should have filmed the whole thing, but I was trying to attempt to go ahead and shave it off and it just turned out to be a disaster. And so I actually tried having my wife try to fix the hairs, but it looks like it's not going to be able to be salvageable. I did get my hair cut at the barber about 2-3 weeks ago, and I probably should have just made an appointment and went to the barber to get it cut. But with the newborn baby and work and just everything, I just couldn't find the time to go out and get my hair cut. So I tried doing it myself, and I just screwed up. And my wife is pretty upset because she wanted to take a family portrait with our newborn, and it looks like I do have to shave my head for the third time. If you guys haven't watched my previous videos, about 6 or 7 months ago I did shave my head for the first time. I cut it using a number 1 clipper, and once again, it looks like I'm gonna have to shave it down. But I think this is a good opportunity to show you guys the density because the last procedure that I got was in November 2019. So it's already been 10 months. So I wanted to give you guys a 10-month update. And I'm also gonna be able to show you guys some of this, the FUE scars in the back to see if you guys can tell. But it looks like we're back to the clipper using a number 1 3mm. And I'm gonna have to go ahead and shave it off. So here goes nothing. Hopefully you guys like these videos. I wasn't planning on shaving my head, but it looks like there's no way to rectify this just because I wanted to do a fade on the side, and I think I kind of screwed up the lining right here, and it just doesn't flow well with the rest of the hair. So let's get started. Oh my god. The nice thing is you guys will be able to see just how much dense the hairline is. You guys can kind of see that already. That nice closed off hairline that I have. This is your first time watching this. I had 2 FUE procedures done in South Korea at Motion Clinic. First one, I had about 1,700 grafts into the frontal portion, followed by a second procedure last year in November, and that was to reestablish a more natural looking hairline. And for that second procedure I got about 1,800 grafts via FUE, so in total I got about 3,500 grafts into the hairline, which might be a lot for some people, but in my case my hair loss wasn't severe. It was just more situated towards the hairline, as well as just having a bigger forehead. So here's how it goes. Now I did get some tips from you guys last time, especially when shaving the head, to go ahead and feel the way or feel the head just to see if there's any spots that I might have missed. But here's how it looks. Let me know what you guys think with my shaved head. My wife obviously doesn't like it. She likes me to grow out my hair, and my intention was to grow out my hair, but I messed it up. So this is the only way to do it. And honestly, I kind of do like the shaved head as well. I just wish that my wife liked it a little bit more than I did, just so that I can kind of rock the shaved head from time to time. But it is what it is. Hair grows back, thankfully, for most people. And with the whole COVID situation, I'm just teleworking, and it's gonna be quite some time before I have to go back to work. So hopefully it's gonna grow out. If not, It's just gonna take time. But yeah, look how nice it looks already. You guys gonna see that hairline? Yeah, that adolescent looking hairline, Norwood 0. And the thing is, I'm in my bathroom right now, and it's pretty much under harsh light. So you guys are gonna see kind of like all the small details, everything like that. And obviously it's gonna look a lot better when I'm outside. But you know, it just feels so liberating. I think I can kind of understand why some people just end up shaving their heads if they're going bald, just because they don't want to have to worry about maintaining their hair, taking finasteride for life, having to worry about further hair loss, and all that stuff that just adds on unnecessary stress. But in my case, a hair transplant was needed, and I think I really made a good decision because, you know, just like all of you guys who are suffering from hair loss, regardless of, you know, the severity of your hair loss is, you know, it does affect your self-esteem. It affects the way that you look and think about yourself, and you just got to do what you have to do to make yourself feel better, and, you know, make yourself look good. And I'm just so glad that I kind of made that, you know, that jump. I had my first hair transplant when I was, I think, 28. I turned 32 a couple months ago, so it's been some time now. But I've been taking finasteride, laser therapy, microneedling, and all of that good stuff to be able to hold on to my hair and prevent further hair loss. So I think I'm doing pretty good so far. Hopefully it stays like this. I really don't have any intentions to get a third hair transplant anytime in the near future. Obviously it might change if I do start losing more hair, but in a second I will show you guys my donor area. And I just want to show you guys, you know, how much more grafts that I can be able to extract from the back of the scalp. I'm probably not gonna ever do FUT just because I don't want that scar in the back of the scalp. Although an FUT is able to yield larger amounts of hair grafts, I would like to be able to cut my hair short, shave it from time to time, and so an FUT really is not going to be a viable solution for me. But I think I'm almost done. Man, looks good. And hopefully I have, you guys can see a decent shaped head. These temporal points on both sides extending out, making the overall hairline design look very natural and masculine. And I know I always talk about the temporal points, but this is very important because if you guys don't have this and you end up getting a hair transplant, especially on the hairline, and if the temporal points have receded, it's going to be kind of obvious that you've had a hair transplant, because there's a good chance that when your hairline is receding, your temporal points are also going to go with that hair loss. Okay, so looks pretty good. Let me know what you guys think. Here is the hairline up close. You guys can see all of the single grafts in the frontal portion of the hairline. And at 9 months in from my FUE procedure, I'm pretty much done as far as density and hair growth. Now, the density here is never going to match your original density. There's just no way that a hair transplant is going to be able to do that. And if you do even are able to achieve that, it's going to be a waste of grafts, because you want to go ahead and save as much grafts as you can for future hair loss. And there's really no point in, you know, achieving 100% density. 50% should be more than enough, or approximately 55 centimeters per squared, 55 grafts per centimeter squared. So let me show you guys the back of the scalp up close, see if you guys can see any scars. Like I said, there's about 3,500 FUE holes technically in the back of the scalp. So here's how it looks. Hopefully you guys are able to see it. Now you guys might see, tiny bits of holes, but from a distance it's going to be very difficult to see. And especially when the hair grows out, it's going to be literally impossible to even see the scars because the hair is covering it. And as long as the doctor is able to strategically extract the grafts from the back of the scalp and making sure that he stays within the donor-resistant area, then he should be able to extract the grafts properly and then implant them and get good results, hopefully lifetime results. So let me know what you guys think. Here is the final results of my shaved head. I don't really know how the wife is going to react, but like I said, she's never a big fan of shaved heads. This was using a #1 clipper, and you guys can kind of see where the additional grafts were implanted, which, that's kind of one bad thing about a hair transplant, especially if you're thinning and you want to add more density. The back of the scalp has hair that are a lot more coarser and thicker. And so when I did implant some of the grafts on the sides, you can tell the contrast between the thin hairs and then the little bit of thicker hairs. But it gets better and people aren't really going to notice as much. And once it grows out, it's going to look pretty good. But no further hair loss so far. You guys can see that there's no crown recessions or anything like that. The hairline looks pretty good. And I think it's proportional to my facial features, and I'm pretty happy with the results. So if you guys are ever interested in getting a hair transplant, make sure to reach out to Motion Clinic. That's where I went in South Korea. I believe they still do have a 2-week quarantine period due to the whole the pandemic that's been going on. But you can always email them, get a free consultation. You just show them some photos of your current hair, and they're going to be able to give you a quote and tell you exactly how many grafts you might need on an estimate. So all of that information is going to be in the description box below. Also, if you guys are interested in trying out different types of hair loss products, you can look into my website, HAIRLICIOUSLY.com, where I have microneedling devices, dermal rollers, laser helmets, DH blocking shampoos and serums, vitamin supplements, a lot of good stuff. So please make sure to check that out. If you guys have any questions about hair transplants or hair loss in general, or just anything about, pertaining to hair, you can either send me an email or you can leave me some comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. This is my month 10 update. Hopefully you guys like this haircut. I will be trying to grow it out, and hopefully I don't piss off my wife anymore. But thanks for watching, guys, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Take care.